Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 intuitive friends. Hello. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let's double check. Hello, intuitive friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. Hello, hello, testing, testing. Hello, hello, testing, testing. Wonderful. You guys can hear me. Welcome, intuitive friends. My apologies. I was a little bit late taking care of some business here behind the scenes, making sure Ace is nice and calm so that we can have a really nice reading today, as per usual. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for being here. I want to say happy holidays to all who celebrate. If you don't, that's fine. Happy Saturday. Intuitive friends, please read the chat list. All the information that I will be reviewing shortly is there. So make sure that you take a look at that. Please know, intuitive friends, this is the last live mini readings that I will be doing for the next 11 or 10 days. Okay. Oh, no, actually 11 days before January 1st, somewhere around there. So I'm only taking 8 subscribers only. The first 8 subscribers that got on this chat list are the ones that are going to be on the list if you did not receive a message yesterday. Okay, I did start the new list yesterday. Okay, so I'm only taking 8 subscribers, and it's the first 8 subscribers. Now, if you are not among the 8, no worries, because I will be back tomorrow. For those of you who are members in tier 2, okay, if you are a member of tier 2, tomorrow we're going to have the members only live. So please make sure that you take a look at the members posts, okay, member only posts. So, which, by the way, I put up today. So you have the date and the time, which is tomorrow, members only post. I'm doing the 10-minute monthly reading topic or the 10-minute dearly departed readings. Those of you who are in tier 2 and tier 3 have a choice of which of the two you would like tomorrow. That being said, intuitive friends, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Please know that if you're not among the first 8 subscribers on the list today, I will be coming back tomorrow and doing another session of the live reading. Tomorrow, I might be able to do it a little longer, okay? But today, I can't do more than 8, okay? That being said, intuitive friends, let's see who's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, intuitive friends. Welcome. Let me review the following. Please know that this is a free live mini reading, which will be approximately 5 minutes. Okay. The free mini reading, if you would like to extend the mini reading, you can by dropping a super sticker or a super chat, and then I will extend your readings. Okay. Please know that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And the only one question that I'll be channeling today for free 5 minutes is goodbye and hello, new you for the new year of 2026. Okay. We're going to see what you may be potentially leaving behind, saying goodbye to the old self, and taking a look at the potential energy in regards to the new you for the new year of 2026. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. And if you're watching me in this live, just take a look at the chat list. That being said, please read the legal disclaimer, and I will call you in the order that you've appeared on the chat list. Please remember, intuitive friends, that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Okay, your free will and choices ultimately shape your own journey. And as a reminder, intuitive friends, what you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and your free will. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Please remember these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And please remember that readings should never replace professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, here we go. All right, sorry about that. Like I said, my readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. That being said, we have Sunshine G9Y5X. Welcome. I want to say that you weren't here yesterday. That is correct. So you are at number 1. Welcome, Sunshine. Sunshine. I also have to write all the little numbers just in case there's someone else out there whose name is Sunshine besides you. Okay. Number 2, I have Monica. Hello, Monica. Welcome back, my dear. Welcome, welcome. After Monica, hold on one second. Oh, I can't see here. Hold on. All right, that switched up on me. Okay. After Monica, at number 3, we have so we have Monica. Number 3, we have Lotus of Serendipity. Welcome, Lotus. At number 4, we have Nana. Hello, Nana. Welcome back. At number 5, hello, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Let's give Ascending Universal Butterfly a big thanks. Thank you so much. We have Irene. Hello, Irene. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Monica, for your super. I'll be adding an asterisk here next to your name. Intuitive friends, should there be a glitch, okay, don't go anywhere because I'm going to come right back, okay? And of course, I'm writing down everyone's name here, so we will continue with the order that we have here, okay? Irene, welcome back. Hello, Butterfly. Adina Sparks, you are at number 6. Welcome, Adina Sparks. Intuitive friends, please take a look at the topic for today, okay? After Adina, we have Rito Benaroy, okay? 5811, you are at number 7. And last but not least, we have Lovely 11111. Lovely 11111, you are at number 8. Okay, there we go. 8 subscribers for this session. Please know, intuitive friends, if you were not able to make this reading, and for those of you who don't know where I am writing the list, all you need to do is look at the top of the chat, and I go from the top of the chat and move my way downward. Okay, so that is gonna let you know that these are the people that I placed, which are the first 8 people on the list. We're skipping Butterfly because Butterfly got their reading yesterday. So that's why Butterfly is not on the list. Okay, so it's not like I'm skipping Butterfly. All right, or Universal Butterfly. All right, so if you are confused about where I'm getting the names and the order, all you need to look is at the chat list, and I go in the order that the chat list has everyone listed. Okay, that being said, intuitive friends, no worries if you weren't able to get on today's list, because tomorrow I will be back on. That being said, intuitive friends, we're going to start the reading here. Let me see if I made a mistake. I will correct myself. So we have Monica. Okay, so here we go. And this is why I'm saying I go in the order that has come out on the chat. We have Sunshine, Monica, Lotus, Ascending Butterfly is not on the list. We have Nana, followed by Irene, followed by Adina, Rito Bean Aroy, Irene, Lovely 111, right? And that would be 8 subscribers. So, sorry, I can't control how, or how this pops up in the chat. All right. So no worries. You are more than welcome to stop by tomorrow. So again, if you have any questions, take a look at that chat list. Other than that, let's jump into the reading. And please note that these are 5-minute readings. And we shall begin. All right, intuitive friends, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sunshine. All right, Sunshine, let's jump straight into your reading. Intuitive friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot. If you didn't receive, if you weren't able to get on the list today, it's not a problem. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here during the whole entire week. So it's, this is not the only time I'm going to be on doing a live. All right. All right, Sunshine, let's see what's coming through for you. Of course, Sunshine, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's take a look here at the you that you're leaving behind in 2025 and take a look afterwards. We're going to take a look at the new you potentially here in 2026. So what are we saying goodbye to and what we're saying hello to? Let's take a look. All right, Sunshine, we're saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye to your inner critic. Challenge the voice of self-doubt. It often shapes your past conditioning and not the truth. So this is giving this energy here of the 8 of Swords energy, where you're saying goodbye to this energy of you having certain perspectives or perceptions about fill in the blank. This could be in any area or anything that may have come up in 2025. So this is you getting out of your head, getting out of your narrative of the script that you have created, whether true or imagined, okay? This is you letting go of that type of energy. This is you leaving behind the self-doubt, leaving behind whatever past conditioning or past old behaviors or habits or shadow self attachments that you may have. So you're saying bye-bye to that and allowing yourself to open yourself up to a new type of perspective, one that is more in tune with either working on yourself or changing the manner in which you perceive certain realities. Okay. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. All right, let's see the new you, potential new you, new year. And what do we have here for you? We have the one who is wild. Now, I'm not getting this wild as we're untamed. I'm getting you being the person that is, for example, like the Strength card in tarot. The Strength card in tarot is a person calming the lion. That means the wild, untamed lion is being calmed by the person. In other words, there's the new you who is coming forward in 2026 potentially, where you're going to learn how to manage this perception, this sense of self-doubt, or this sense of past conditioning that you may have had, whether that was in 2025 or whether these are past residual energies here. Okay, so this is you managing that type of energy here. Okay, that's what this is talking about here. It's you stepping forward with a sense of confidence and your ability to manage situations or manage challenges, obstacles, or even manage the manner in which you allow yourself to get stuck or trapped in certain limited beliefs. So this is a very beautiful card here. All right, this is about you releasing that energy. Let's take a look at the next one here. We have, oh, by the way, the next person on the list is Monica. Oh, gift. That just popped out of the deck. I'll talk about that in a minute. Up next, we have Monica. After Monica, we have Lotus. After Lotus, we have Nana. After Nana, we have Irene. Then Adina Sparks. Then Rito. Then Lovely 1111. So you have gift. I offer something from the heart and unexpected blessings to brighten your path. So as you change your perspective and as you learn to manage situations in a very different way, whether it's the way you look at them, whether it's how you plan to resolve them, or the self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs that you may have, okay? No, Sunshine. Oh, Sunshine Pattern. Oh, that's someone else. By the way, the list is closed, okay, intuitive friends? So Sunshine G9Y5X. All right, this is you being able to manage those energies, okay? So very, very positive reading here in this shift. And it's coming across as those shifts are stemming from your heart, okay? So unblocking certain emotions that you may have about certain events, maybe in 2025, maybe even before that. All right, Sunshine G9Y5X. All right, intuitive friends. Let's see what's coming through for here. Ooh, the big break. You have the number 1515. So you may be seeing mirror numbers as sign symbol synchronicities. You may also be seeing the number 6 or 3, 3s, 6s, or 9s as sign symbol synchronicities. That being said, let's take a look here at what messages are here for you. This says here, an exciting opportunity, support, or extra resources are heading your way. Keep moving forward with enthusiasm and enjoy the process. True success comes from passion, and your dedication, will be handsomely rewarded. And again, we do have here gift. All right, so very, very beautiful reading here for you. Sunshine G9Y5X. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope these messages have given you the insight that you need, or the insight that you may use here in 2026. That being said, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you. Up next, we have Monica V. Hello, Monica. But before I jump into Monica's reading, I want to say thank you for all that are here, joining here today. If you text, I'm sorry, not text, because I'm seeing it on my phone. That's why I said text. When I am doing a reading, intuitive friends, I cannot look at my phone. I cannot read what you're writing. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm in the middle of somebody else's reading. Therefore, it may seem like I'm ignoring you, but as soon as I finish the reading, I then have an opportunity to take a look at my phone and see what's going on in the chat. So that's number one, especially for those of you who may be new to my channel. All right. So just saying that first. Second, I do not look at my phone. I do not look at my chat because it throws me off my concentration of channeling the messages that I'm channeling for whomever I'm channeling it for. All right. So it's like I'm having a conversation with someone and someone is like getting in the middle of a conversation, trying to interrupt. And I mean that energetically. Okay. So if I don't say hi right away, or if I don't answer your question right away, it's not because I'm doing it intentionally or with, ill intent. It's that I'm in the middle of channeling a message. Okay. So just wanted to get that clear. Number two, these messages are free 5-minute readings, and everything that I am saying is clearly listed in the chat. So whoever comes in for a reading, all you need to do is read the chat. All the information that I am about to say is already there. So all you need to do is take maybe 5 minutes and read what's there. And then that will explain exactly what I'm doing. All right, intuitive friends? That being said, for those of you who are new to the channel or are visiting, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Intuitive friends, those of you who are new, welcome. I know you don't know the rhythm of what we do here, so it's not a problem. This is a very loving community. If I can't jump in and answer the questions, someone else is going to be able to do it for me. Because we are a very open and loving and supportive community. So, I know someone will take it from there and explain it. But just in case, we are a little bit confused, just wanted to give you the heads up on that, all right? That being said, if you are interested in becoming a subscriber to my channel, all you need to do is subscribe, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. There are times I come on and do a longer reading because I have a lot of time and I'm able to dedicate that time to all of you, my subscribers. Sometimes I'm pressed for time. I do have private clients, so, I'm pressed for time. Okay. That being said, no worries if you weren't able to get on the list today. As long as you're subscribed to the channel, you've turned on your notification bell and all notification alerts, the next time I come on, which will be tomorrow, you're going to be notified. Okay. So no worries if you weren't able to get on today. Okay. Now, the readings that I do on my channel, I give one free mini reading based on the question that is already on the chat list. And so today, the readings that I'm doing is saying goodbye to the old you. What is it that you're releasing? What is it that you've been working on maybe in 2025? And taking a look at the potential energy of the new you in the new year of 2026. So if you're interested in those types of self-growth and personal growth type of readings, then this is the channel for you with the free readings. Now, this one is the last lives that I'm going to do between now and December 31st. So that's going to be the topic that I'm going to be channeling messages for. Now, usually I do the messages that are focusing on what your guides want you to know or what may be potentially unfolding. Those are always the two messages that I'm focused on. Okay. So no worries about that. Now, I do super chat lives, and those are not free. Okay. So if you want to participate in that, you're more than welcome to. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. Now that we've got all that information in, I hope to see all of you who weren't able to get on today's list. I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay. I mean, you can hang out here with us. This is always fun. All right. So, current subscribers, thank you so much. I'm sending lots of love to each and every one of you and hugs. Thank you for your support. I'm going to tell you, I've been super busy today, back to back. Okay. I do also see private clients. So that's why I'm a little bit kind of like, oh, I'm running on fumes today, my loves. I'm running on fumes, but no worries. All right. Sunshine G9Y5X. Thank you so much, my love, for stopping by. Up next, we have Monica. Hello, Monica. And of course, let's give a nice warm welcome to all of the new subscribers. New subscribers, let us know who you are so that we can send you a nice warm welcome. That being said, intuitive friends, Monica has done a super reading. Thank you so much, Monica, for your generosity. And let's jump straight into your reading. Let's see who's here. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I didn't even say hi to whomever. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Sagittarius 83, welcome. User PC 31I3, welcome. Izzy, hello, my dear. Let's see who else is here. Nana, you like my nails? Thank you, thank you. You see, I'm telling you, I don't read the list until I'm done. Sunshine Pattern, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining and thank you for subscribing, my dear. Monica, thank you for handling that question. Yes, no worries. Now, you're very welcome, Sunshine Pattern. Thank you so much, Monica, for giving Sunshine Pattern a helping hand there. Greatly appreciate it. Sunshine G9Y5X wrote, thank you so much, Lexa. You're very welcome. Daniela, hello. Meet me tomorrow here. Okay, just make sure you turned on your notification bell, okay? Just Janelle, hello, Just Janelle. Nice to see you. The list is already closed, but I'm coming back tomorrow, okay, guys? So no worries. Today it's been a very busy day. Good type of busy, of course. So I'm a little bit, short on energy today because I've been on the go since early this morning. Okay. No worries, intuitive friends. Monica, you're up next again. Thank you so much. And of course, let's thank Ascending Universal Butterfly for all your help. That being said, Monica, let's see here. What are you saying goodbye to potentially here? The old energies, old you. What are we releasing from 2025 or maybe even before that? So let's see. It says spiritual bypassing, avoiding pain with positivity delays growth. Okay. Embrace the full spectrum of your emotions. Okay. So what you're saying goodbye to, Monica, is perhaps there may have been instances in 2025 where things were very emotionally heavy. And there may have been this energy of you coping with the heartbreak, pain, loss, grief, or whatever emotional burden or heaviness or weight that was either weighing you down emotionally, mentally, or energetically. You may have tried, okay, to bypass it by focusing on something else. Now, this is a double-edged sword because although that is positive for us to, shift our energy or shift our mindset into something that we want to accomplish, that's all great and that's all great and dandy, but it's how that was happening. Were you doing it and ignoring the healing? Were you shifting your attention elsewhere because maybe something was too painful to go through the releasing of, right? So that's what this is talking about, because I know it sounds a little bit kind of like, wait a minute, why is it saying avoiding pain with positivity delays growth? because you could be happy go lucky and focusing on a new direction. But if you're doing that and bypassing the healing process or the releasing, the emotional release that needs to occur in order for you to heal the wound, then are you really healing from that? Or are you avoiding that section of having to take a look back at something because it might hurt too much? So that's what this is talking about. So a healthy way this is talking about is saying, okay, I'm hurt, I'm going through some pain, I'm healing myself, but at the same time, I'm going to be focusing on other things, but I'm also working on the healing. So this is telling me that there's this energy here of you being better at this specific area, right? Being better at maneuvering or balancing that need to want to escape from the pain in a positive way by focusing something else, and knowing how to balance the fact that, you know what, I still need to heal from this. It's okay for me to look over here to this beautiful horizon, but I also need to understand that part of what I'm working on over here is going to help me. So when I get all the way over here, I'm able to come forward as my authentic self. Okay. And not be dragging emotionally or mentally or energetically what I should have been working on at the same time. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. So embrace the full spectrum of your emotions. Feel the emotions, go through the process and the healing process of emotions. Don't try to skip them or to avoid them. Confront them with love, embrace them, learn from it, and understand that healing is not linear. Okay, so this is a very, very nice message here about the manner in which you are blossoming and progressing. Okay, in regards to the things that you're saying, in a way, goodbye to the old you. Okay, so very, very positive here. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, Monica. Ooh, two things just jumped out of the deck. As you saw, I didn't pick them. They just popped out. So number one, you have honesty. I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even if it may be difficult. So this is talking about you saying goodbye to the parts of you that have a tendency or that may have used this type of mindset where, even though your gut level was telling you one thing, you decided to do something completely opposite of that, because either you were afraid to hurt other people's emotions, because you were people pleasing, because you may have felt pressured or may have felt obligated to have to do X, Y, and Z. But instead of saying no or setting up healthy boundaries, you allowed yourself to either lower the standard and cave in to whatever this was in 2025. And you weren't being very honest with yourself, because you may have felt that your honesty may have hurt someone else's emotions or sabotage something here in 2025. Honesty is saying you're letting go the part of yourself that tends to people please because you're afraid of hurting either other people's feelings. You don't want to rock the boat. You may, bypass listening to your intuition. So you're focusing more in this new year 2026 that's unfolding for you, right? You're allowing yourself to be honest about what you're thinking and you're feeling, and being more straightforward about what those things are, not worrying so much about, am I going to be by myself? Am I going to hurt someone's feelings? If I say this, someone is going to say this, that, and the other, or, someone is going to think X, Y, and Z, whatever that is. Okay. So it's you allowing yourself to embrace your authentic self in this 2026. Okay. And perhaps maybe even letting go this energy here of just being very positive, smiling, and saying, yes, of course, I'll do that. When in reality, you feel the complete, total opposite. Okay. So it could be a no to a yes or a yes to a no. Okay. Vent, it says, I have a lot to say about a situation and need a good listener. Okay. So you're letting go the part of you that has been keeping feelings, thoughts quiet or hidden because there was either a fear or a hesitation or apprehension about bringing certain concerns and thoughts or emotions about something in 2025. Okay. Let's take a look at what else is coming through. And of course, this is a super reading, so you're going to get more messages here. But let's see the new you potentially here in 2025. I'm sorry, the new you of 2026. New you in the new year, the potential energy. And of course, Monica, as always, a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. It says the one who sees. Okay, now very interesting because I'm getting the one who sees both sees physically, okay, observes and assesses, as well as the one who may see intuitively. So there's two energies here at play. It says observe, perceive, and scrutinize. Okay, 2026, the new you in the potentially here, the new you, the new energy for the new year of 2026, you're going to be more observant at patterns, observant in regards to taking a step back, not allowing your emotions to take over, okay? Allowing yourself to think, ask the right questions, explore, not jump into the pool before knowing if the pool has water. Okay. So this is talking about that type of observation, that type of ensuring that you're looking at patterns, right? Because it's not about what someone says. Anybody can say anything. It's about what patterns is this person showing, or is what patterns is this situation showing? And if it's showing, and by the way, Maya Angelou, may she rest in peace, great quote, and I go by this still to this day. When people show you who they are one time, believe them. Okay? So this is that type of energy here where you're going to be more aware. Okay? Looking with your physical eyes. But you're also going to be more aware intuitively as well. So this new energy, this new you, new energy for the new year in 2026 is you saying to yourself, I'm going to pay attention to patterns. I'm going to pay attention to what I'm seeing physically with my eyes, but also what I'm feeling intuitively as well. And in order for you to then make certain decisions based on evidence, based on observations, based on asking the right questions, and honestly voicing what you may be thinking or feeling, okay, will allow you here to step into your confidence. So there's this sense here of you feeling more confident in 2026 and allowing your confidence, like Leo energy here, to step forward, your solar plexus energy. Okay. You're also going to be listening and allowing yourself to make decisions by what you see, but also by what your intuition may be telling you with the evidence that you see. Now, this could be towards people, a person, situation, circumstance, event, or an environment. Okay. So that ability to see past things with your physical eyes and with your intuitive eyes, and using both. Okay. So let's take a look here at what else is coming through. New you, new year for 2026. All right, here, look at that. Lady, yin energy. Okay, this is not so much about gender, it's about energy. Okay, so the lady is about the inward focus. As you see, that's exactly what I wrote at the top of the card when I meditated upon this card, right? So this card is about the intuition, the knowledge, your ability to move inward. Listen to your intuition, not bypass it because you want to either people please or say yes to something that feels like a very big no. Okay. You also have here stork, which is beautiful because storks are about new beginnings. Okay. Stork is about the changes, the improvement, the newness, the progression here. So this new year, the new you in this new year of 2026, the energy behind the new you is about you really progressing. Okay. Being very positive, standing in your confidence, being unapologetically yourself. Okay, that's how this is coming across. It's you being able to vent how you think and what you feel in a way that is coming from a calm state, not one that's coming from anger or resentment or frustration. It's one that's able to say, listen, this is what I feel because this is what I've been observing. And what I've been observing is this, then that. I know you're telling me X, Y, and Z, but those are words, and I'm not seeing those words in alignment with your actions. Okay. So could be with a person, any person or any situation. And so what I'm doing, right? This is you, pretend example. And so what I'm going to do with the evidence of your actions that I'm seeing is I'm deciding to whatever, fill in the blank. You see how I'm coming across? I'm not coming out as mean. I'm not coming out as standoffish. I am holding my power. I'm telling you what I am seeing, and what I am seeing, I'm making a decision, right? So that type of power and that type of, being very calm, cool, collected about it. But this is where I stand, so I can't or won't do X, Y, and Z because the evidence that you've shown me about X, Y, and Z is this, that, and the other. So my decision is to move in this direction, or do X, Y, and Z, or choose da, because I am basing my decision based on your actions. Okay. And that's it. And I'm being honest. I'm venting how I feel, but I'm doing it in a very calm, cool, collected way. And I'm allowing myself to pivot in a direction of wherever it is that I feel that I want to, whatever I want to do next. So it's going to come across, of course, to people who can't understand that they just are not going to do whatever they want whenever they want. Of course, those people, it's going to rub the wrong way, right? But that's not your issue. That's not your problem. My responsibility, right? Or for example, if I'm you, I would be like, my responsibility is to share how I honestly feel and explain exactly how I saw the situation based on the facts and evidence that were presented in front of me. That's it. So I'm going to, keep doing me or move in a direction where that new beginning is for me, whatever that may be. Right. And so, yeah, people may take it the wrong way, but that's not your problem. You see? So that's that type of energy that I'm getting here. Very kind of like straightforward, and it is what it is. And that in and of itself is gonna allow you to be very honest and transparent about all interactions. Okay, so this could be in work, in whatever, in this, that, and the other. It's not what people say, it's what their actions can prove. whether it be in a work environment, whether it be, in whatever way, shape, or form. And so that's the energy that I'm seeing here. An energy where it's someone is more centered in that way. You see? All right, let's see what else is coming up. Up next, we have Lotus of Serendipity. We have here, look at that, the spiral dancer. It says circus, like circular route or perception. Okay. What you perceive, what you believe is what you perceive is what your mind believes. Okay. So allowing yourself to be that magician in your life. This is not the magician card in tarot, but it does give the magician energy. And so the magician energy in tarot is saying you have all the tools and the resources already. All you need to do is apply them and not second guess yourself. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is coming through. New you, new year, 2026. Look at that. Boom, boom. Two things coming through. Very similar to what I'd said already, but that just popped out of the deck. Focus and catalyst. Embrace the challenges that propel you forward. The things that may have happened in 2025 were things that needed to happen and to occur in order for you to see the things that you needed to see so that you would know exactly how to pivot from them. So focus and catalyst is exactly what came through earlier. Validation, confirmation, completely two different decks, but both talking about you, the new you in the new year of 2026, being more careful in observation and being able to analyze in a way that you are in control of what's going on, not allowing your, limited, beliefs or anger or, whatever to take over. You got to pay attention. Okay. So it's about you being very, very kind of focused in that way. And this is not to say that you haven't been doing this. This is saying that this is, an energy that may still be in the works in 2026 in regards to the new you. It says opportunity and perseverance, conquest, spiritual or spirit, untapped potential. Yeah. Focus on climbing the ladder of success in whatever it is that you're working on. Okay. Confidence is going to be super important in whatever this may be. So there's this energy here of you being more confident and allowing yourself to get to the top. So very, very nice reading here about this new you. It's like I'm getting like that, the she boss type of energy. You know what I mean? All right, last but not least, let's take a look. Ooh, something flipped over. And what do we have here? Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Like literally, that's what it says here. Turkey, okay? So the new you, it's you through focus, through observation. You're able to pick out those situations, circumstances, or events where people or whatever this may be, may not be acting right or showing certain things here. Okay. So it's you not allowing yourself to move or make decisions from emotions, but rather the things that you are feeling intuitively, as well as the things that you've been observing in regards to evidence. Okay. So again, someone who's paying very close attention, not over critical thinking. Okay. But someone who, voices their opinion unapologetically in a very honest and transparent way. That a person who can vent in a positive way. Okay. Let's take a look here. Ladder. Climbing the ladder of success. It says climbing exactly what it's saying here. Climbing the ladder of success. This new you, I just said it 2 seconds ago. And they're over, I want to say about 100 There are about 100. Hold on, let me show you. There are about 100 cards here. Okay. And this is exactly the energy that I was channeling. You, the she boss energy, you climbing up the ladder of success. That being said, last but not least, Monica, let's see what else is coming through for you. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. And you have here 0303, taking chances. Nice. And I said at the top of the reading here, stork, okay, new beginning, all right, progression and improvement. So beautiful, beautiful. So the new you may potentially be embracing a sense of balance, a sense of caution, a sense of awareness, boundaries, focusing more on your health, whether that be your spiritual health, mental health, energetic health, okay, emotional health, communication, which again, we talked about honesty and vent, so validation, confirmation there, serenity, the place of calm, which I said earlier, and protection, safeguarding your energy and creating stronger boundaries. It says, take a moment to observe. Interesting. We mentioned that. That came out twice in your reading. With this card and this card, and of course, I'll show you this in a minute, but pretty much what I channeled earlier, this is a gentle reminder to stay cautious and alert. Okay, you guys see, no cherry picking here. Okay, you see all those cards, exactly what we mentioned earlier, what came out in other cards. This is a gentle reminder to stay cautious and alert to prevent any future issues. Prioritize clear communication, validation, confirmation, and honesty here, and the manner in which you vent or express your emotions. Prioritize clear communication and maintain healthy boundaries. Interesting. Sounds like Spirit was like, yep, just want to make sure Monica pays attention to what's coming through. Prioritize clear communication and maintain healthy boundaries to ensure your well-being, which I mentioned here earlier. I said health. What? I said health earlier. I said mental health, emotional health, spiritual health. There you go. And here's the card so that you can take a look at it, because I'm not making things up here. Channeling exactly what's coming through. And this is validation, confirmation on what I was picking up at the top of the reading. Monica, I want to thank you so much for your super sticker. Greatly appreciated. Please remember, you may see sign symbol synchronicities connected to the number 3. Okay, connected to the number 3, whether that be 3, 6, or 9. That being said, Monica, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Up next, we have Lotus of Serendipity. But before I jump into Lotus of Serendipity's reading, I do want to say welcome to all of you intuitive friends who are joining for the first time. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I know you may be new to the channel, but just know this is a very safe and positive environment. So if you're all about growth and you're all about doing better and getting yourself to wherever it is that you want to get to in regards to your goals, your aspirations, working on yourself, understanding that everything starts from your energy, then this is a channel for you. Of course, I do other types of readings, and you could take a look at my content on my channel. And usually I do the messages focusing on what your guides want to share with you, or I do what may be potentially unfolding. But because we are pretty much at the mark where 2025 is coming down the home stretch, I have decided to do this last live mini readings focusing on saying goodbye to the old you of 2025 and focusing on the new you for the new year of 2026. It's focusing is focusing on the energy, okay? Potential energy here that you may be working on, that you're going to be showing, that you're going to be embracing potentially in 2026, okay? So intuitive friends, if that sounds like this is the type of messages that would benefit you, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. And always remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. All right. All right. Let us jump into the next reading, but hold on a second. Let me put all this back together again. Intuitive friends, you are getting 5-minute mini readings, but if you are interested in getting more additional messages, well, it's easy. All you need to do is drop a super chat or a super sticker, and I will give you more time and more clarity. For example, that was a super reading, okay? And again, I want to thank Monica here for that super. So that's an example of a super reading where we go a little bit deeper than the 5-minute reading. All right, intuitive friends. Monica wrote, it makes a lot of sense. Thank you for this reading, dear Alexa. You're very welcome. Greatly appreciate it. I appreciate those roses. I'm happy that this resonated. And of course, thank you for the super sticker. Up next, we have Lotus of Serendipity. Intuitive friends, remember there are different ways to give back to the channel, and sharing my Lexa Tarot channel link with like-minded souls is one way that you can give back to the channel in a free way. Okay, feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls that you feel may benefit from the content on my channel, as well as the mini readings that I do on my channel as well. That being said, up next we have Lotus of Serendipity. Welcome. Thank you so much, Lotus of Serendipity, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look here, Lotus of Serendipity, what you're saying goodbye to and what you're saying hello towards, potentially for the new you, the new year in 2026. Let's see what you may be saying goodbye towards. And a reminder here, Lotus of Serendipity, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And we have here breaking the mental chains, okay? It's feeling a lot here like the Six of Swords energy, okay? The Six of Swords energy in tarot, and the fact that it says chains here, it's like, like the metal, right? I'm getting like air sign. It says here, old beliefs can keep you stuck. It's like a mixture of like the Eight of Swords energy with the Six of Swords energy here, okay? So old belief systems can keep you stuck. Be willing to challenge and rewrite them. So what you're saying goodbye to, you're breaking free, okay? There's a sense of liberation or release in either old beliefs, old patterns, lack of moderation or attachment that you may have to certain ideas, perspectives, narratives, your shadow self, the temptations that feel more powerful than your will, right? Maybe you like want to say no to that behavior, or you want to say no to being a certain way, but it's difficult, okay? Because that's all you know. So this is talking about you releasing that energy here of the old you or the you of 2025, okay? So breaking these mental chains are going to be super, super important for you to continue to release. Now, maybe you've been doing the work. Maybe you've been doing this already. So this is saying, yes, if this is what you're doing already, keep doing it. There's a lot more that needs to be cleared so that you're not dragging these chains into the new year, okay? So old belief systems. So this is giving you already the thumbs up if you are already doing it. And chances are, maybe you are already, okay? So this is saying, good work, continue to do that, because that's going to leave a lot of room for what you will need to move towards, or the energy that you are going to need to embrace here, potentially for the new you, for the new year 2026. All right, let's see here. We have the one who calms, stillness, purity, quiet. All right. Now, this new you, new energy, new you potentially here for the new year of 2026 is you continuing to do the work. I'm feeling here that maybe there are some tools or resources or techniques that you may be applying already in order for you to allow yourself to get grounded to to this quiet self-reflection or soul searching type of energy here. Okay, that is blocking out the external noise or the internal noise. So this is giving me this energy here that there may be things that you may be already doing right now at this moment in time. They're going to continue to be a great asset, a great tool, a great resource here for you to continue to be doing that, or to continue to, again, keep going in that right direction. So whether that is meditation, whether it's working on your 7 chakras, whether it's listening to my nighttime affirmations, whether it's using my free tools of, long distance energy healing or sound healing, or whatever it is that you're doing, this is you embracing that energy and continue to embrace that energy in 2026. Very nice. I'm also here being guided to tell you that this owl has 2 purposes. Number 1, you may be doing things now already, but you're also very much open to 2026 learning even more about how you can continue to achieve the stillness of the mind and be able to connect to that quiet self as 2026 unfolds, right? So the owl is coming across as knowledge, reading, tools, learning, okay? Getting more resources and applying them. But I'm also getting here the owl as intuition, continuing to apply the things that you learn in 2026. Okay, so congratulations on that already, if you are already doing it. So this is already saying, and you may be, because again, this person is looking to the past or recent past. So this may be something that you may be already doing right now. Okay, let us know in the chat list if that is true, just by dropping a rose. All right, let's take a look at your last and final card. By the way, up next we have Nana. Nana, you are up next. Oh, so sorry. This is not the next deck. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lotus of Serendipity. We need one more here, and then we can give you the... So good job on this energy. This is really good. Look at that. I said something's improving here already with you. This person, like I said, is looking to my left-hand side. So again, there may be some tools or routines that you're already doing here. That's what you may be already seeing this new you emerge now. Okay. It says health. I'm here to support your journey towards wellness and balance. Your higher self. I feel like you're already doing this. You may be already seeing some positive health benefits by you doing and allowing yourself again to work on breaking these mental chains already, which if you are, congratulations. If not, I do feel that you are going to continue to move in that direction here in 2026. So very, very nice. Now, remember, when we're talking about health, We're talking about mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, energetic health, physical health. All right. This could even be financial health, your stability. So whatever it is that you are doing already or may embrace the new you with this energy is going to be all around good for you. So very, 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 very nice. And it's saying the more that you do this is why this is coming up. Listen carefully, because I'm getting another message here. The reason why this is coming up now is because this is what you need to remember when times get tough in 2026. We all go ups and downs, okay? No one lives a fairy tale happily ever after type of life. We go through ups and downs. But remember this reading when you're going through those ups and downs of 2026. So this is giving you kind of like you're doing what you're doing great, but remember there may be times that you're going to need to apply it, and in those moments it may be a little challenging, but it's going to still benefit you here. So the more you do the practice runs with this new routine or whatever it is that you may be already doing is going to help you cope with how to jump back into this positive energy when things get a little rough. So this is really, really beautiful. All right. Last but not least, you have here the gut feeling. Validation confirmation on that beautiful owl. So look at that. By the way, you're going to have a more stable new you in 2026. You have the number 4 here, 4-4. The potential new you for the new year in 2026, you're going to be embodying this energy, intuition, integrity, focusing on the relationships, not just romantic relationships, but non-romantic relationships, the relationships of collaboration, of friends, family, loved ones, social circles. The value, the insight, perception, love, commitment. It says, trust your intuition, which I talked about that earlier with the owl. It says, be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction and treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Also, pay attention to how you're investing in others and how others are investing in you. Okay, that it's a reciprocal type of energy. It says, be mindful of boundaries. There you go. Exactly what I was saying. As too many voices can cloud your journey. When you feel pressure, you feel like, there's just too much going on, be careful, because that's when the self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs just pop up through anxiety and things like that. Okay. And worries and concerns and things of that nature. That being said, all right. Thank you so much, Lotus of Serendipity. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section, as well as here in the chat list if these messages are already resonating for you. Up next, we have Nana. But before I jump into Nana's reading, I want to say to all of you who are watching, welcome. Those of you who are new subscribers, and those of you who may be visiting, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box, as well as in the chat. All my information is there. That being said, intuitive friends, if you are new and weren't able to add yourself to today's list, no worries. All you need to do is continue to be subscribed to my channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and whenever I am doing a live reading, you are going to be notified. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings, as I am doing something very different for 2026, only for the first part of the year. All right. So I'm doing the quarterly readings. I already did Aries and Leo, and I need to do the rest of the astrology signs. So make sure that you take a look at that, as that can give you even more, a little bit of a glimpse of an overall energy in regards to the rest of the year. That being said, let's jump into Nana's reading. After Nana, we have Irene P., Adina Sparks, Rito, and Lovely 1111. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump straight into the reading. Hello, Nana, and welcome back to the channel. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a reminder, Nana, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And please remember here, Nana, that, again, this will be the last reading for the year. So the next time I read for all of you is going to be, for all of you that are coming on today, will be in 2025, okay? I'm sorry, in 2026. So in the meantime, you guys could take a look at your monthly readings, okay? That being said, Nana, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. What you're saying goodbye here to, and what you may be saying hello to the new you for the new year in 2026, potentially. Energy coming through that we're saying goodbye to, it says strength and excuse me. Ooh, I have the hiccups. Strength and vulnerability. True courage is allowing yourself to be seen even in your most raw state. So allowing yourself to be seen and heard when you are feeling something, when you are, going through something, is super important. It allows you to share with others exactly how you may be feeling and what you may be, perceiving there at that moment in time. You may be, and I'm not saying that you are, but there may have been here situations, circumstances, or events in 2025 where you may have felt a certain way, had some thoughts or ideas, or, whatever this may have been. And maybe either you waited too long to confront either the person or the environment at which you were feeling something, whether it was whatever, fill in the blank. And this is saying you don't need to hold on and repress and suppress that. You could very easily have your voice heard, but it's important for you to share what those thoughts and ideas are. Okay? Because if you don't say anything, how is someone going to know? And then if you do bring it up and you bring it out like months after or weeks after, it's like now the situation came and went. Now, when you bring it up to someone, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? And the first thing that they may say is, well, why didn't you tell me this before? Why did you hold it? Why didn't you just say it when you first felt it, or you first saw it, or you see what I'm saying? So this is talking about you letting go that sense of wanting to hold on, whether it's to hold on, to suppress it, to oppress your own emotions and feelings about something. It's okay to say, hey, listen, this has been, this is weighing me down. What happened or what was said, excuse me, in this situation, circumstance, or an event made me feel like this, that, and the other. Okay? And so voicing your opinion is super important. So you need to, or you should, or you may be in the process of releasing that type of old pattern, okay, and old narrative that doesn't allow you to step up and address things when they need to be addressed. So showing your vulnerability through a conversation, through a text, through an email, through a letter, however this is super important for you, so that you allow yourself to learn how to work with your own voicing of your own opinions. Okay? All right? Remember, the more we resist, the more something persists. So if this is a pattern or an old pattern of behavior or mindset that you're used to doing time and time again, This is reminding you here, it's time for you to release this energy so that you can allow yourself to do things in a different way and embrace the new you for the new year, potentially here in 2026. Let's see what energy is coming through potentially here for you as the new you. And okay, we're going to do that. It says here, the one who questions. It was supposed to be the one that's down there, but for whatever reason, we take it as that because, as I always say, there's no such thing as coincidences. There's a reason that may have happened. So you have here the one who questions. And this is coming across as this beautiful energy of the new you in the new year, potentially in 2026, of you being able to open up, ask the important questions that need to be asked, and have the conversations that need to be had. Okay. Putting aside this sense of like, I don't want to be vulnerable or I don't want to show my emotions. That's okay. You can show your emotions. You can show your emotions in a way that places you where you are sharing your emotions from a place of strength, right? Not a place of weakness. Okay, a place where you are saying, "Hey, listen, this is what I felt. This is how I, in that way." And I think I had a very similar reading like this for someone earlier, where it's not about the just the act of sharing. It's the manner in which your energy is showing other people, like, yeah, this is how I feel, I didn't like it, and or this is how that, whatever it is, but it's you standing in your power and grounding yourself in your values in your belief system. And if someone doesn't understand or someone doesn't care, they're going to show you that by how they act or how they react to your vulnerability of sharing your deepest thoughts and emotions. And so here, the one who questions is someone who is curious. So there may be questions here that sometimes you may not even ask people because you're afraid to ask those questions. You shouldn't be afraid to ask certain questions that deal with the concerns that you may be feeling or thinking. Those questions are valuable to you. Therefore, the person who you are having a conversation with should respect where you're coming from. If they don't, maybe you need to reconsider the person and their how they're treating you in those moments where you are standing in your power and having a very deep conversation, okay, about whatever this may be about. This also is talking about search. It's talking about, in order for you to know more about someone or something or an environment, you do need to question it. And it's okay to question it. Just how are you questioning it? Are you questioning it in a very shy way where people are like, oh, she's asking in a way that if I want to kind of step aside from that question and not answer it, I'm going to answer it in this way so that Nana feels this way. So now I don't have to answer the question. You see what I'm saying? So you need to kind of move forward and be more confident in when you present certain emotions and certain beliefs, because the manner in which you present certain ideas could give the energy of someone who's either not sure or someone who is showing a sense of like apprehension. Okay, so if I want to learn more about someone or learn more about something because I want to know where I stand, especially if it impacts me, I'm going to have that conversation and I'm going to be straightforward and I'm going to say in a very respectful, compassionate way, hey, listen, da 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 da. So again, that is the energy. And the reason why, listen carefully, the reason why this is important, Nana, is because there may be situations, circumstances, or events where people are making full promises to you. And they're making those false promises because you may not be asking the right questions. And if you're not asking the right questions, then you're not getting the right answers. And when I say answers, I don't just mean the words that people are speaking, but also the actions that are speaking louder than their words. So you may have a tendency to listen to people's words, but not allow yourself to believe in the actions that they show you. And so if someone is saying something but doing something else, that's where this may be coming from. And this is where it's saying it is time for you to step up and release that energy. False promises here says, I will tell you what I think you want to hear, even if I know it's not true or attainable. You see what I'm saying? These false promises or people over promising and under delivering has a lot to do with the sense of clarity of not only their words, but the things that you are seeing with your own eyes. What are their words telling you? And what are the actions telling you? And if those two are not interconnecting, then it is a lie, period. And that is what this is talking about. It's you allowing yourself to embrace and to feel comfortable in your own skin when you're having those conversations where you see things are not in alignment. Last but not least, up next, we have Irene P. Irene P. Irene, you're up next. Exactly what I said. Personal power. Didn't I say that? Validation confirmation. Didn't I just say that? I told you. You have 8888. The number 8, you may be seeing the number 8 as sign symbol synchronicities. The number 8 is also about things happening over and over again. You need to check this pattern and you need to check the energy in which you are in that is giving people the perception that they can lie to you and get away with it, or that they can say one thing and do another. Okay. Personal power says this potential energy of the new you in the new year of 2026 is someone who's going to be embracing abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, and epic romance, but healthy romance. Okay. It says, all that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Angels are sending this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you, you see what I'm saying? Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for that greater good. So, what you allow people to do, people will continue to do. When you stop people in their tracks, especially that are not in alignment to what they're saying, then it's your responsibility to put your foot down and say, okay, you know what? This is what I'm seeing, and what you're telling me is not what I'm seeing in actions. Okay. So beautiful messages here for you, Nana. Thank you so much, Nana, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. Up next, we have Irene Irene. Thank you so much, Nana. And don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. And I hope to see you next year and with new messages. Okay. Of course, I will be doing these readings all the way through. But for those of you that are getting readings now, obviously you're not going to be able to get a new one. So that's why I'm saying that. All right. Thank you so much, Nana. Up next, we have Irene. Welcome back, Irene. Irene, give me 2 seconds and then I'll be right back. In the meantime, intuitive friends, after Irene, we have Adina Sparks, followed by Rito, and followed by Lovely 1111. All right, intuitive friends, I am back. And we're going to continue with Irene. But for those of you who are watching and are new to my channel, or if you are just visiting, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is there. And for those of you who are interested in learning more about me and are watching me live, you can also take a look in the chat list. Okay, so all my information is there as well. That being said, intuitive friends, if you weren't able to get yourself on today's list, no worries. I will be back tomorrow, and you can definitely join me then, as long as you are subscribed to the channel and continue to be subscribed to the channel, that you've turned on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to this channel. The moment that I jump on and do a live reading, you're going to be notified. And all you need to do is hurry up and get yourself on the chat list. And once you do, you will be on the list, depending on what number I'm doing that day. Now, today I am a little bit pressed for time, which is the reason I'm only doing 8 readings. But tomorrow I'll have a little bit more time. So chances are I'll have a longer list tomorrow. Okay, so all you need to do is come join me back. That being said, for those of you who are my current subscribers, welcome back. Remember, intuitive friends, take a look at your January readings, which are already out. Aries is out and Leo is out also. So they're all uploaded. I am doing those readings live. Okay. So chances are, okay, when I do the Sagittarius reading, perhaps maybe later tonight or maybe tomorrow, I'm definitely doing Sagittarius next. Those of you who are Sagittarius, just join me and watch it live, okay? So that being said, actually, look, the one who hopes was here coming up for you, Irene. So we'll see how that connects here to the rest of the reading. All right. That being said, intuitive friends, up next we have Irene. Irene, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for being patient. And let's jump to the reading. Irene, just a reminder here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what you may be potentially saying goodbye to here, 2025. And then we're going to take a look here at the potential energy that you may be potentially embracing for the new you, for the new year in 2026. That being said, let's see what you may be potentially saying goodbye to. Let's see. As a reminder, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And you're saying goodbye to the stories that you may be telling yourself in regards to certain things, scenarios, areas here in your life. Okay, whether that be your love life, your career, your family, your friends, maybe certain perceptions that you may have about certain things here. But you're saying goodbye to the stories that you may be telling yourself. Maybe even maybe even stories where that may not be really perceived in that way, but you may be looking at it in that way, or you may be looking at it from that. Hold on. What did I just say? Off. Leave it. I knew you were going to start, Ace. Knew it. Get down. My apologies. But you're saying goodbye to those stories. Now, here it says, are you narrating your life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? Okay. So could you be, and I'm not saying you are, and this is not, you don't have to answer this question. This is a rhetorical question, something that you could be thinking on your own. Is the way, or could the way that you're thinking about something be influencing a particular area in your life where you may feel that it's either challenging or not moving as you would like? Could it be because of either certain limitations of how you're looking at it? Or is it because you're not allowing yourself to embrace your empowerment? You're not empowering yourself. You're not standing in that arena with a sense of confidence and allowing yourself to get out of the comfort zone. Okay. So, whatever this area or areas this may be talking about, this is saying you releasing that old you so that you can move into more of, and we're going to see what the new potential new you and new year may have in store. But there is this link, there could be a potential link between how things are evolving based on either the lenses of limitations that you may have surrounding that specific area, situation, circumstance, event, person, environment, or people. Okay, look at this. That fell out of the deck, so I'll take it there. Or the way that you are limiting your sense of empowerment, standing in your power. Now, it says here, the one who emerges. Okay. So 2026, potentially, the new you will be potentially embracing this energy of emerging more towards enlightenment, emerging towards more mindfulness, emerging through the energy here of rising up like the phoenix. So there could be here a situation, circumstance, or event. Now, I know this isn't a lotus, but it always comes through intuitively for me, like your heart, like this person is holding a heart in the air. Not only is this person holding what looks like intuitively to me like a heart, but the heart is dripping. And this person is looking towards the past or recent past, which is my left-hand side. So this is telling me here that this potential new you and new year is you allowing yourself to go with the flow of healing through whatever healing may still be occurring, because healing is not linear. So although something may have happened in the past or recent past, you still could be in the healing process of it, even if it's like a year or 2 years or 3 years. See? So we're always in the process of healing. There are moments that we move forward 15 steps and take 5 back. But does that mean that it's not working? No, it just means that, okay, so we took a couple steps back. That's okay. Let's heal and let's work through that and then continue to move forward. So healing isn't linear. And so there may be that kind of awareness here for you where you may be wanting to speed something up, but this is telling you no need to speed anything up. And this new you, new year is you understanding that healing is not linear, that healing has this energy where sometimes we feel like we're okay. And then whether it's a dream, whether it's seeing a situation, circumstance, event, a sign, symbol, synchronicity that connects us to that moment, to that memory, to that person, to that environment, or to whatever it was that may have broken our heart or made us feel a certain way, that trigger happens, and we just need to have the grace with yourself to nurture that wound that may not be as healed as you may want it to be when you want it to be. Okay, so very, very beautiful reading here in regards to you giving yourself that sense of grace. Okay, so that being said, this may be very much connected. Like I said, this red lotus comes across as your heart. So there may be some residual emotions that you may still be working through, and that's fine. And this is saying the new you in the new year is you understanding that you got to give yourself room to take sometimes those steps back in order for you to continue to mend and heal. So my advice to you is to work through that heart chakra energy as well as your root chakra. So the root chakra is to ground you, and the heart chakra is to release that energy. So healing, perhaps, and I'm not saying this is the case because I don't know. I'm reading the energy that I'm getting here. And I know that this energy of this person looking at the past or recent past while looking at their heart still wounding and dripping from whatever may have happened in 2025 or maybe even before that, is allowing this person to say, hey, listen, I need to give myself the sense of grace so that I can rise from the ashes like the phoenix, with time. All right. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. And by the way, I completely understand this energy. Okay. I had a massive heartbreak 2 years ago, and still it's been 2 years, and I do work on myself that there are times, that wound may open or reopen through a memory, a dream, a situation, a reminder. And that is totally normal. Okay. So give yourself the sense of grace. And I feel that that's kind of like that energy that I'm picking up here with the one who emerges. All right, let's take a look, which is funny because that a card before that flipped over was love, hope, and something else. All right, let's take a look here. What else is coming through? By the way, after Irene, we have Adina Sparks. You're up next. Laughter. Okay, super important for you to be in high vibrational energy when you can. This is what I do, okay, which is very interesting. I want to share this with you. Sometimes it's really difficult, right? When we're going through a really tough day or going through a tough moment where those wounds open or reopen or get triggered by whatever, is when I feel that way, I watch comedy. And I'm not too much into comedy, but I watch like stand-up comedy from comics that I feel that comedians that I feel are like funny or whatever, just so that I can laugh on purpose, like laugh with a purpose, right? So I'm watching something and, I laugh. And laughter is, if we're talking about frequency, laughter is high vibrational. Okay. So you counteract a lower vibrational energy by doing or getting yourself to a higher vibration. So I tend to do that by watching like my favorite comedian or watching something funny so that it could bring me up from an energy that I may be feeling in a particular moment due to whatever situation, circumstance, event, or trigger that may be I may be going through. So you just watch something funny or whatever this may be. That's what I do for myself. But again, that's just an example. You don't start listening to sad music. Like sometimes I don't like some people do that. Like they feel sad and then they listen to sad music. I'm like, that's only going to get you sadder. You know what I mean? Or they watch a movie that's like super gut wrenching or something. And I'm like, what? Like you want the opposite. You want to watch either something that is funny or something that gets you out of that energy, but not something that's going to, put you, keep you chained to that lower vibrational energy. You want to uplift your spirits. And so that's what I'm getting here for you. So again, counteracting those moments where it may be a little bit difficult for you and just watching something that may lift your spirit, whatever that may be. Okay. Last but not least, let's take a look at what's coming through. Adina, you are up next. So Adina, if you are here, come on down. See, readjustments. Readjustments is pivoting. Like I said, 15 steps forward and then you taking 5 steps back and not feeling guilty. Don't feel guilty when that happens. It's okay. It is normal. Okay. It's what you're doing with the energy. Once you do take 5 steps back, what are you doing with that moment? Okay. You need to embrace it. You need to heal it. You need to nurture it, and allow yourself to see things from a different perspective. Okay. do, rely on not only just healing and doing that, but doing things that may be very much connected to mindfulness, to healing. Okay. When those things happen, I say to myself, okay, well, I just need to work on my heart chakra a little bit more. I need to do this a little bit more. I need to do that a little bit more, which is funny because that did happen this week. This past week, I had a very intense dream, and I woke up from the dream feeling the whole emotion like I was still in the dream. Now, mind you, I wasn't in the dream. I was in the awake state, but that energy lingered in my heart, right? And so it was telling me, it's my subconscious telling me, hey, listen, 2 years may have gone by, but there are still some residual energies here that you may still need to continue to work on and heal, which is totally normal. So it's you allowing yourself to understand that. And so you have here readjustments, okay? And so readjustments, the new you in the new year 2026 potentially will be embracing overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance that may be connected to your heart chakra, by the way, like I said before. But it says soulmates and romance. It may be also connected to your love sector in your life. It doesn't have to be, but it could. Affection, support, like I said, you being supportive with yourself, comfort, renewal, and reconnection. Listen carefully. It says your self-control is strong enough to set things right. A new romantic or platonic friendship is on the horizon. So that's why there are moments here that you may get triggered and you may feel like you're not moving forward, because life may be presenting you moments where you still need time to heal alone. And then we're going to continue healing when you get in a connection, but there's like more time that you need to heal alone before you heal in a connection for in the near future. Okay, so again, it says new romance or platonic friendship is on the horizon, so there may be some shifts happening in your love life in 2026, along with the opportunity to reconnect and start anew with someone from your past. That could be the case also. It says, trust that everything will fall into place as you embrace these positive changes. So you have the number 1616. You may be seeing, numbers that are repeating like this 1616. You may also be seeing the number 7 as sign symbol synchronicity, as 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So you may be seeing 7, things of that nature. Okay. That being said, Irene, I hope these messages have been insightful. And drop a rose if these messages resonated for you now. If not, they may resonate for you at a later time. That being said, up next, we have Adina Sparks. Adina Sparks, if you're here, come on down. Okay. Come on down, Adina. I'm still going to do your messages just because, again, every time I come on, I do need to make sure that I'm not going back. You have the number. What number was it? 1616. If there was a commercial, just go back. It'll repeat itself. You can take a look at what you missed. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. You wrote here, I had a massive heartbreak 3 years ago. I get it. Interesting, because I was feeling that also. Okay. Yeah. I completely get it. No worries. All right, intuitive friends. I am done with the following messages here. I don't know why Sunshine G9 is saying here, because I finished your reading before. Okay. So intuitive friends, I did already Sunshine G9Y5X. You were the first reading up. So go back to the messages at the beginning. Monica already went. Lotus of Serendipity went already. Nana, we finished. Irene, we just finished. Up next, we have Adina Sparks. So I'm going to write Adina Sparks here, and whenever Adina comes back, she will be able to see the messages here. And I need to write the date here so I know what this is about, what date this happened. So Adina Sparks. All right. Irene said I had okay, ready for that love. I didn't hear the numbers. Thank you, Alexa. Sometimes things feel stagnant, especially I get it. I feel the same way about mine, honey. Join the club. You're always on point. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that Rose. Up next, we have Adina Sparks, which I'm going to channel the messages for, and then I'm just going to keep it moving. Rito is up after Adina Sparks, and after Rito, we have lovely 1111. Intuitive friends, it's very important for you to be here for your reading, but because this is the last one of 2025, I'm just going to go straight through that list. And those of you who may have missed it, then come back and listen to your messages, okay? Because we got to keep the list moving. There are people who are waiting turns to get on. And so I definitely want to make sure everyone gets their readings today. Okay. That being said, intuitive friends, Adina Sparks, welcome. I hope these messages are insightful for you. Again, Adina, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's take a look here at what's coming through for you, Adina Sparks. For those of you who were before Adina Sparks, I already did your readings. You're just going to have to backtrack and take a look at where those may be. All right. That being said, Adina Sparks, welcome back. All right, let's see what's coming through. You have the memory effect. So what are you saying bye-bye to here, Adina Sparks? It says here, the mirror effect. What frustrates you in others is a reflection of something unhealed within you. In other words, things that may trigger you in connections or in regards to people, in relationships, in situations, circumstances, events that may trigger you. This is saying is super important for you to unleash, release, or liberate yourself from those energies. If something triggers you to the point where it's creating the sense of you having to have an argument with someone, yell at someone, cry, get upset, all that energy, that is, okay, it's understandable, but there must be a reason why that may be happening, okay? So it's telling you here that you may not be fully healed. So anything that triggers you or that places you in a position where someone may say something and there's this knee-jerk reaction of feeling a certain way or thinking about something a certain way, or it reminding you of a past hurt situation, circumstance, or event, that it may not be that person, but it's stemming from a memory from the past. This is telling you here that there may be some things that still need to be healed, that you still need to work through, whether that is work through in therapy, whether that is work through as far as self-heal, self-work, okay, whether it's using the tools and techniques to allow you to help you pass those challenges or past situations, circumstances, and events, whether it is you allowing yourself to read up on some self-help book or gain more insight about something in regards to the healing process of it. This is what this is talking about. And there are times that we may feel, yeah, I'm healed over that situation in the past or recent past. And this is saying, well, sometimes we get tested to see, are we really healed from that? Because if we are, it's not going to create a trigger. So if it still hurts or if it's still triggering, then that means that there is this energy here that still needs to be taken a look at here, right? And so the mirror effect is that you may be calling in people in your energy field to see if you are able or if you are doing that work. Okay, so it's like when someone says, okay, I'm ready, like I've practiced this dance routine. And it's like, okay, so you've practiced the dance routine by yourself. Okay, now let's practice together as a group. And you may fall out of sync with the rest of the group. And you're like, but I've done my practice. And it's like, okay, yeah, you've done your practice, but maybe there are a few things here and there that need to be adjusted a little bit, that need to be worked through. And so that's the energy that I'm getting here with the mirror effect. Again, what frustrates you in others is a reflection of something that may be unhealed within you. Okay. Now, Adina Sparks, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. All right. And of course, let's give a big thanks to Ascending Universal Butterfly. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support and helping me here in the chat. All right, Adina Sparks, let's see what you may be saying hello to, the energy potentially here that you may be saying hello to in the new year. It says the one who doubts. So you're saying hello to leaving behind the sense of fear, concern, worries, and the energy here of hesitation, okay, or caution. There's a sense here of like, I've been injured or I've been hurt in whatever way, emotionally, mentally, energetically, physically, however that may be. And this is saying you are moving into this energy here, potentially, of the new you, allowing yourself to get out of the comfort zone, allowing yourself to put into practice the things here that you are healing yourself towards, right? Or from. All right, let's take a look at the next deck. Adina Sparks, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Rito Bina Roy, 5811. And after Rito, we have Lovely 1111. Intuitive friends, if you weren't able to join today's reading, no worries. You could come back tomorrow because I will be doing more readings for those of you who are my subscribers. Adina Sparks, let's see what else is coming through here in regards to either letting go or embracing here for the new you. Brag. I will always enthusiastically share things happening in my life. There may be some triggers that may come up when you hear how wonderful things may be going on in someone else's life, where you're like, hey, I deserve some, great things to happen to me. And so there may be a little bit of that energy that may come up. Okay. So if that does trigger you, that you see other people enjoying certain high points in their life, this is saying maybe there's something here connected to you needing to work through. Why does that person irritate you? Why does that person who says X, Y, and Z about their success or about how great they are doing in their career or how great they're doing in their love life or how great they're doing in whatever, why would that rub you the wrong way? Okay. What I'm also getting here is that this could be the reverse. This could be you. You could be just sharing how wonderful life is going, and all of a sudden you have haters coming from the woodworks, right? You're posting something on social media being very positive, and then it just irritates someone else. So again, if you are in situations like that, this is talking about you allowing yourself to just let that go. So if it's bothering other people, let them deal with that energy. Okay. Stay in your high vibrational energy. So if someone aims low, you continue to aim high. So again, it's not you going in the opposite direction. If they aim low, you aim high. Okay. And so like that, you're always, climbing the ladder of success in your life and not being, not being triggered by other people's hating type of energy. Okay. All right, let's take a look here at your last and final card. All right, Adina Sparks. Up next, we have Rito. Rito, if you are here, come on down. If not, I'm still going to do your reading, and I'm just going to keep going to the next person, okay? So just know, intuitive friends, these are the last readings. For those of you that are getting the readings for 2025, you will get your new readings back in, or I should say, the forward time of the new year. In the meantime, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. Last but not least, you have here 2424. So you may be seeing numbers that are back to back like this, or you may be seeing the number 6, which is a multiple of 3. So you may be seeing numbers 3, 6, or 9. That's coming through here in regards to this number. Ace, leave it. 2424, this is talking about, hey, listen, if things are moving in the direction of positivity for you and it bothers other people, that's their problem, not yours. And don't allow people to try to rain on your parade. Okay, Adina Sparks. So if your good fortune, success, or whatever, and you sharing it, okay, you sharing it with other people that you feel are part of your inner circle and are your friends or family, if someone gets annoyed by your successes, then you need to rethink about that connection, okay? Because maybe that person, again, may be jealous or envious of your energy and of your success. That being said, good times also has a following energy attached to potentially this new you in the new year, and that is relaxation. So again, being calm, cool, collected. When someone aims low, you aim high. Joy, harmony, love, kindness, happiness, support, and unity. Again, making sure that the people around you are very much connected and are happy when you're happy, right? If someone isn't, someone's raining on your parade and you're noticing that, pay attention, because that may be here a sign, symbol, synchronicity that this person may truly be a person, that you're rowing your boat gently down the stream and you have this person in the back of the boat zzz, zzz, drilling holes in your boat. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to this energy. That being said, it says you're deserving of affection, relaxation, and joy. Open to your friends, family, and loved ones about your feelings, and you'll find everyone aligned and working together harmoniously. What did I say? Exactly that. If you feel that you are not working harmoniously with people who should be happy for you when, happy things, successes happen in your life, then you need to re-examine your circle. Many people are cheering for you, so pay attention to the people who aren't. When you spread your love, it returns to you multiplied, okay? That being said, Adina Sparks, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Adina. Up next, we have Rito. But before I jump into Rito's reading, intuitive friends, I do want to mention and say hello to those of you who are new to my channel. Welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And I want to say welcome. I want to say thank you. If you want to learn more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. So pay attention to those links down below, as those will show you, it's going to lead you straight into my website. Okay. So that's that. But for those of you who are watching me here live, you could also take a look in the chat section, as you will also see those links there as well. That being said, intuitive friends, this is easy. If you like what you're watching and you want to be part of the mini 5-minute mini readings, well, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts, and you will be notified the moment I jump into a live or when new content is being uploaded to the channel. Don't forget, intuitive friends, take a look at the new 2026 readings, which I am doing as a live, but of course are in the monthly section playlist if you may have missed Aries or Leo messages. Okay. That being said, welcome, Rito. Rito, you are up next. I'm gonna write Rito there, and please remember, intuitive friends, that when I do your messages, whether you're here or not, I'm just going to keep it moving, because we have lots of people who are wanting to get their messages. And so when I come back tomorrow, I'm just going to tell you your messages on the live of such and such day. So make sure you take a look at that. Okay. I think it's only fair, because we don't want other people who haven't had an opportunity and who are actually on the list and actually are waiting for their turn to move forward. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to write Rito, and then we're going to jump into Rito's reading. Remember, intuitive friends, if you missed your reading, you're just going to have to come back and see where you may have missed it. Okay. All right, Rito, you are here, and I'm going to write now Rito. All right. Rita, welcome to the channel. I hope these messages are insightful. If they don't resonate now, they will resonate later. That being said, Rito, remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And Rito, also remember here that if you miss this message, hopefully you'll come back and you'll pay attention and, see where it is. I'm hoping here to put, I wrote your name there, so I hope it's easier for you to kind of locate it, but we shall see. That being said, intuitive friends, let's jump to the reading. Rito, welcome. And these are your readings. Now, entertainment purposes only as per usual. And also reminding you here that what I am channeling is what you're saying goodbye to, releasing the old you. And then we're going to take a look at what you may be potentially embracing as the new you as 2026 unfolds. Old you, what are we saying goodbye to here? And you're saying goodbye here to the mask of happiness. Okay. Now, it's not saying that happiness is a bad thing. That's not what it's saying. Happiness is a great thing. But are you masking or are you hiding situations that are difficult? Are you saying everything's okay when in reality that may not be? Your feelings may not be feeling okay. Maybe you do need to release some sort of sadness. Maybe you do need to vent to someone, friend, families, or loved one. Maybe there is Ace. What is it? Masking of happiness is saying here, again, are you hiding sadness? Give me 1 second. What is it, Ace? You want water? Is that what it is? All right, let's get you some water. All right, my apologies, Rito. So this is talking about, are you masking sadness with happiness? Are you forcing yourself to show the world like you're okay, but in reality, there may be a need here for you to talk about something that is weighing heavily, whether it's on your mind or in your heart. So this is a sense of trying to make it seem like everything's okay, when in reality, you do need to share some type of vulnerability, or allow yourself to emotionally unpack or mentally unpack some things here that may be challenging or may be weighing you down in some way, shape, or form. So this is talking about you allowing yourself to authentically heal without trying to avoid having certain conversations, or trying to avoid or surpass or bypass the healing process that is super important in whatever this area may be in your life, or whatever this may be talking about. So running away from something, or shifting the focus of acting like everything is fine when in reality it isn't, is not the best or healthiest way to cope with certain sadness, or a certain feeling here, or challenge that you may have been experiencing in 2025, or maybe even before that. So this is talking about you letting go that pattern of perhaps at times doing that, because either maybe you don't want to burden someone, or maybe because you have a fear of emotional intimacy, meaning allowing people to see how you truly feel, or allow yourself to express, whether that expression is through tears, whether it's through venting, whether it's through a deep heart, soul to soul conversation. But whatever it is, this is talking about you letting go of that avoidance that you may be doing in a certain way. So it may be perceived by others like you're okay, but in reality, you may not be. So that's what this energy is talking about. Let's go to the next card. And of course, we're going to see here how that may be unfolding here for you. What new you and new energy maybe potentially here you are unfolding here. Okay. The new you potentially for the new year in 2026. You may be, see, the one who once loved, there may be some situation, circumstance, or event in matters of the heart, however this may be, whether this is romantic love or non-romantic love. Non-romantic love is like situations that you may have had with friends, with family, okay, with children, if you have children, or your siblings, or your best friend or your colleagues, okay, those are non-romantic relationships. Romantic relationships, of course, people that you've had connections with, even if it's like a past love, an ex-spouse, or connections that you may have had, or connections that you may have been connecting here and there, but whatever this is, the heart is at stake here. And this is talking about you embracing your ability to allow yourself in this new you and the new year to really work through that pain, work through those emotions so that you can heal from them. Whether it's healing by learning certain lessons that needed to be learned, or whether the healing process is the releasing. But either way, there's a feeling here of fragile. So you may feel like your heart is delicate. You may feel here that your emotions could be easily triggered. And if that's the case, well, then obviously this is why this is talking about the healing process of that. There may be someone that you still keep very fondly in your heart. And maybe there is a sense here of rejection, or a sense here, well, that will never work. But this is talking about understanding, well, if it is rejection, or if it's like, again, I always say rejection is divine protection. What is it about that experience or that connection that you needed to learn so you don't repeat the pattern later on in another connection, whether that connection is romantic or non-romantic? Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you, Rito. Up next, we have lovely. So we have here revenge. Okay. There may be some old wounds here from a situation, circumstance, or an event that has a lot to do with matters of the heart. Like I said, this could be romantic, or romantic from the past, or non-romantic from the past or recent past. But whatever this is, there may be some feelings here that either there could be holding a grudge towards someone or something, okay? Whether it's you holding the grudge towards someone else, or maybe someone else holding a grudge towards you. So this is talking about, Rito, this is talking about you working through those emotions, okay? Whether it's rejection, whether it's opening of the wounds, whether it's that you feel that your heart is still very fragile, whatever or however this may be, you may be showing to people like you're okay, but in reality, you still feel the sting of something emotionally. So again, it says, I'm looking to, okay, so yeah, there may be some perceived wrongs here that you may still be holding on. Okay. This is talking about you energetically releasing, energetically forgiving others. It doesn't mean that you should call someone up, or, just, approach someone. You can energetically forgive someone from your own space. And it all just requires you to be mindful and, in a way, listen to the Ho'oponopo prayer or Ho'oponopo chant, where you're able to release the built up energy or the built up sense of guilt, remorse, or pain, or perceived wrongs that you may have felt in either past situations, circumstances, or events. So this new you is trying to clear this emotional energy or the heart chakra here and unblock it from things that may still be holding weight in your heart or in your mind. Last but not least, Rito, let's take a look here what else is coming through for you. And last but not least is lovely 1111. So you are up next. Ace. Off. Off. Okay, so exactly what I said before, Rito, is coming up again. Talk about sign, symbol, synchronicities. You have the word release. Okay, super important for you that this new you, potentially in the new year, is allowing yourself to release yourself from emotional, okay, mental, energetic energy that may be very much connected to something that may still be, you may be reliving in your mind or reliving in your heart from past situations, circumstances, or events. Release says that this new you may be potentially embracing the energy of balance, financial growth, success, life cycles, karma, transformation, and renewal. It says your current circumstances are ending, opening the new door to better opportunities. Okay. If you're facing significant changes, consider viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters. Ace, Ace, Ace. Hold on a second. What are you doing over there? It says embrace this transition by making room for new experiences. All right. And welcoming fresh beginnings in your life. Okay. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. By the way, you have the number 999. That could be a sign, symbol, synchronicity. And by the way, 2025, the year 2025 is equal to the number 9. So it's super important for you to kind of complete this chapter so that you have a brand new opportunity in 2026. That being said, thank you so much, Rito, and I hope you find this message insightful. Up next, we have lovely 11111. But before I jump to lovely 111's reading, I do want to say welcome if you are new to the channel, or if you are visiting. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you are watching, you too can have a free 5-minute reading. All you need to do is continue to be subscribed to the channel, turn on your notification bell and your notification alerts connected to this channel. That's going to give you the notification that you need. So whenever I am doing a live reading, you will be notified. You're also going to be notified of the new content that I've uploaded to the channel as well. Okay, so it's going to be a kind of like you getting all of the important information and getting notified. So that's super important because remember, intuitive friends, especially those of you who are new to the channel, I only do these free 5-minute readings for my subscribers only. Okay, so if you are a type of person who's open to growth, personal growth, if you're about focusing on doing better, success, abundance, okay, then this is the channel for you. Okay, this is not about anything other than entertainment purposes only. Most of the time I'm doing readings that are focusing on what your guides want you to know and or what may be potentially unfolding. So at the end of the year, I focus on these type of messages. Okay, so it's focusing on you. It's focusing on what you need to release so that you can start that new 2026 calendar year with a lot of success. That being said, intuitive friends, up next we have lovely 1111. Welcome, lovely 1111. Thank you so much for joining. Wait, sorry. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Lovely 1111. Thank you for your patience. I hope these messages resonate for you. As a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Before I jump into your reading, I want to say thank you to Ascending Universal Butterfly for your help this evening or this afternoon, wherever you may be joining from. I do appreciate you volunteering to the channel and helping me with the chat. So thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right, let's take a look here at lovely 1111 and let's see what's coming through for you. What you may be saying goodbye to here, lovely 1111. Let's see. And then we're going to see what you may be saying hello to the potential new you for the new year. All right. So you're saying goodbye to the fear of love, whether it's the fear of romantic love, whether it's the fear of intimacy, meaning emotions, vulnerability, whether it's the fear of abandonment, whether it's that codependent behavior or that runner chaser dynamic. That can show up in different ways. It doesn't always have to show up in romance. It tends to show up more so in romance, but that's not the only place where it may show up. So this is talking about the fear of love. You releasing here certain conditioned thoughts or emotions or scripts having to do with those codependent behavior. It says past hurts can create walls. So the jaded energy, you're saying goodbye to the jaded energy, okay, to blocking the intimacy. And I'm not just talking about physical, I'm talking about emotional intimacy with different people in your life, whether it's in the romantic setting or whether it's the non-romantic setting. So lovely 1111, this is talking about you releasing, you're cutting the cords to those past hurts that may have you creating walls to try to prevent yourself from getting hurt. Okay? It says be mindful of where you block love from entering your life. Okay? So you could be potentially here, maybe in 2025 or maybe years before 2025, there may have been a current pattern, okay, reoccurring pattern that happens to pop up, maybe in different areas of your life, but it's the same reason why it pops up. It pops up because you may be afraid to get hurt. You may be afraid that something is not going to go a certain, whatever this may be. There's a fear. Okay. And remember, whatever you perceive, your mind believes. So if you are in Ace, can you relax with the bone? Thank you, my love. Sorry, my puppy's here, like really tearing this bone up. It's a chewy bone. But yeah, so there's this energy here of being skeptical even to get out of your comfort zone because you're afraid you're going to get hurt, or giving someone a real chance or opportunity because there are some fears or concerns and worries that have nothing to do with that new individual or that individual that's connected in your social circle in some way, shape, or form. But because there's this kind of knee-jerk reaction of fear and being afraid of something, or again, jaded energy, that you don't even allow a person to show you how they really are. Okay, so this says past hurts can create walls. Be mindful of where you block love from entering your life. So it's releasing those scripts, narratives, perspectives that may be blinding you. And when I say they may be blinding you, they may be just having some type of internal confusion or indecision. It may be holding you back. You may be guarding your emotions here. Okay, so you only go but so far and kind of stay confined in a certain comfort zone. So this is talking about you allowing yourself to release that energy in 2025. So you allow yourself to be more open. Remember that where the mind goes, energy flows, and what you think about, you bring about. So if you want more opportunity to come through in your life, then you need to allow yourself to heal from those experiences that may be keeping you very much locked into a certain mindset or into a certain comfort zone. Let's take a let's take a look at the potential energy here of the potential new you in the new year. Okay. So the new you in the new year potentially is the one who brings light. So this energy, potentially the new you in the new year, is going to be more focused on internal peace, emotional peace. Okay. You may feel lighter meaning you're not carrying the burdens of 2025 into 2026, which is going to allow you here to shine in your own light of calmness, positivity, optimism. This new you could very well be, more serene, meaning you feel emotionally peaceful or at peace. So emotional peace, mental peace, spiritual peace, energetic peace, physically feeling a lot lighter. Okay. So the one who brings light is one that is seeing and experiencing life from an optimistic point of view, not holding on to or resisting some type of change or cutting the cords of certain fears, concerns, worries, or cycles of old patterns of behavior here. So it's a person who does a complete opposite, okay, does a 360 because they've worked on themselves and they're now looking at the new horizon with a sense of hope and with a sense of optimism. You could also be here, the new you could, in a way, be attracting people who may have dealt with some things here that you may have dealt with. Maybe you are the person that is giving others a sense of advice or allowing yourself to share with other people ways that you worked on yourself so that you could be a benefit to other people, sharing those tools, sharing those strategies. And you could find people here where you may be sharing that type of insightful type of energy, that type of mindfulness to others. So you becoming, in a way, that lighthouse for others who may be in a situation, circumstance, or event that you were already in. So this is a very beautiful energy, not just about you, but how you can bring the light to others who may feel a little lost as well. The one who brings light here is coming across as the sense here of, again, being the beacon of hope, or seeing your horizon here with a sense of hope, with a sense of, like, I see things as the light, as the with a sense of optimism. So I'm looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. In that perspective, really changing your energy around. Oh, sorry, it's not that deck. I shuffled that one so much. It's actually this deck. I don't know. I'm placing these in a different order than yesterday. So let's see what else is coming through for you here. Lovely 111. Lovely 111. I hope these messages are insightful. And again, if it doesn't make sense now, it may resonate at a later time. Let's see here. It says honesty, being honest with yourself, and also, in a way, expecting or letting people know that you expect that same energy in return. Honesty says, I will be truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it might be difficult. Okay, so this potential new energy and the new you for the new year in 2026 is you being more authentically open with whatever it is that you may have worries, concern, or fears about experiences that you may have had in the past or recent past, and you clearing that energy so that you can stand in your power, so to speak, here with the one who brings light, and shine or share your honest emotions, share your honest accounts, your vision, the things that you are wanting to see in your life, the things that you need to talk about and clear the air with people so that you're able to share that with others when the time comes. Okay. Super important, because honesty is also about how you are allowing yourself to be valued by others. So are you placing strong, healthy boundaries so that people don't feel like they can just do as they please and perhaps maybe here be like energy vampires, right? Because there are people out there who really sponge our energy, they deplete us. So you being very honest about those people, situations, circumstances, and events, and allowing yourself to make and pivot from those energy vampires that may be around your energy fields. Okay. So the one who brings light through honesty, and also brings light by cutting the cords of those people, situations, circumstances, and events that no longer serve them. Okay. So you standing in your power allows you to manage these energies a whole lot better here in 2026. You may be doing this already. You may be already in this sense of transition from the old self to the new self. But this is, if that is the case, this is giving you a reminder here of that energy. Last but not least, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. And you have here a lovely 1111. It says starting fresh. Like I said, new horizon. This person is looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. So fresh, starting fresh is you potentially here, the new you embracing this new energy for the new year and embracing the energy of encouragement, embracing the energy here of you being more ambitious, being more motivated, being more in charge of your life, not from a fear perspective, not from a lack perspective, but from a perspective of abundance, a perspective of optimism. So it's super important for you to shift that energy from being pessimistic in certain situations to being optimistic, and being very honest with yourself on, if that is difficult, then why is it difficult? And for you to work through that energy. This is saying here also you allowing the potential new you to ground yourself. Okay. There's going to be more stability the more that you're able to see things from a different perspective, or gain more illumination and more clarity in regards to certain things here. Okay. Dealing with your past fears or past, loss, breakup, separation, divorce, or whatever emotional or mental, heaviness you may be feeling from certain experiences in the past or recent past. It says, step out of your comfort zone. Okay, validation, confirmation. I did channel that a little while ago. It says, step out of your comfort zone and begin creating something meaningful. Your skills and talent are aligned to bring you auspicious rewards. So the more that you work on yourself, the more you can cut through those challenges, and the more that you're going to feel lighter and brighter and have the illumination and clarity that you need, so that you can honestly take a good look at what is the authentic things, projects, a heart's desire, things that you may want to accomplish, and the manner in which you want to move in those areas. It says, build your confidence and trust your decisions as you embark on new beginnings. Very, very beautiful energy here for you. I'm going to bring this a little closer so you can take a look and read it yourself. You may see angel numbers 1313. You may also see angel numbers 1 that are surrounding or have like ones like 111 or 333. I'm also getting here 4s. Okay, so you get 1s, 3s, and 4s as validation confirmations here, connected to this reading. Okay, 13, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. That's why I'm saying the number 4. So you have 4, 4 here if we were to bring this and reduce it to a one single digit number. We also have the number 1s and the number 3s coming in twice. So you have 1, 1, 3, 3. All right. That being said, lovely 1111. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share my YouTube channel link with 3 of your closest friends and loved ones, people that you may feel that may benefit from these free channeled messages or the content of my channel. That being said, please drop a rose drop a rose in the comment section as well as in the chat, and that lets me know that these messages resonated for you. I wish you the very best and hope to see you here next year for a brand new channeling here for the rest of 2026. In the meantime, don't forget to take a look okay, at the monthly readings, and I'll be doing those lives. And don't forget to drop a rose there if those messages resonate throughout 2026. That being said, I want to say thank you to Butterfly, Ascending Universal Butterfly, for your love, your loyalty, and support. And for those of you who drop super stickers or super chats, I want to say thank you. Intuitive friends, if you are part, listen carefully, listen carefully. If you are part of the membership tier, meaning tier number 2 or tier number 3, and if you're not, consider becoming members, because I will explain, for those who just want to know more about the membership, I'm going to explain it now. I'm done with the readings here. I'll check to see what's going on in the chat in a minute. But for those of you who are members, okay, of tier 2 or tier 3, okay? So tier 2 or tier 3, tomorrow I'm doing your 10-minute monthly topic reading. As you know, and for those who don't, my tier 2 allows you to be a member on a monthly basis. That membership allows you to get 10 minutes of a private reading on YouTube, okay? And no one else is going to be there except other members. So it's not, not everyone is going to be able to see. It's a little bit, it is more private in a way. Other people will be there who are members, but again, it's not an open for everyone to see. So if you are part of tier number 2, part of the monthly access to that membership allows you to get a 10-minute monthly reading. That monthly reading, you have 2 choices. You're not getting both, you select one. So you can choose either a dearly departed reading to see which loved one may want to come through and perhaps share some messages with you, as I'm also a medium. And those who have been on my channel long enough, you guys have seen that I do the mediumistic readings here on my channel. So you can choose a 10-minute once a month, either a dearly departed 10-minute reading or a 10-minute topic reading. Now, the topic reading for this month is how can I maximize my potential growth for 2026. It's going to be tailored to maximizing your potential for 2026. Okay. So that is tier number 2. You pick one of those 2 readings, a dearly departed or a monthly topic reading. The monthly topic readings you vote for. I only go by what you vote for. Okay. So I give you 2, topics for the monthly reading. And the one that gets the most votes is the one that I will do the reading on. Okay. That being said, that is the tier number 2 reading. So you get every month 10-minute reading. You pick which one suits you. Now, a lot of the questions that I get is, will I also be able to partake or take part in the free readings, the free 5-minute readings on the channel? Yes. Okay. So you can definitely be part of the free 5-minute readings, because that's a whole different topic that I do for the free readings, right? So yes, you can take part in that. So that's tier number 2. Tier number 3, you get the best of both worlds. What do I mean by that? Well, for tier number 3, you have a monthly fee. That monthly fee focuses on one monthly reading, focusing on you ask and I answer. It is one open-ended question that you will approach me with. And of course, I'll give you examples of questions, how you can tailor that. And you ask me a personal question connected to a personal situation, circumstance, event, person, or whatever it may be, as long as it's an open-ended question. Now, that you ask and I answer is a 15-minute reading. So basically, it's a personal reading, a private personal reading. Again, open to members. Okay, so only members are going to be part of that circle. And that allows you, for that monthly fee, you getting 15-minute you ask and I answer type of readings. Okay. You also get an additional 20% off if you want to have a longer reading on the private reading side. Okay. And so for that, you would need to contact me and all of that, but you get 20% off just by being in the tier number 3. Okay. So again, you get 15-minute you ask and I answer open-ended question. You get a 20-minute a 15-minute reading and 20% off private readings if you so choose. You also, with tier number 3, allow yourself to be part of tier number 2 also. So you get, that's what I'm saying, you get the best of both worlds, okay? So tier number 3, you get that one you ask and I answer 15-minute private reading on a monthly basis, open-ended question, and you also get the monthly 10-minute reading, whether that is the 10-minute for the dearly departed reading or a 10-minute reading focusing on the monthly topic reading, which you also have access to vote for. Okay, so you choose. For those of you who are interested, no obligation, but I'm just allowing you to get more information. For those of you who are interested in moving in that direction, especially because the free 5-minute readings are always going to be that specific, what may be potentially opening for you, and things like that. Now, I also have super chat lives. Those are not membership related. So if you are interested in just having, that kind of semi-private reading, it is live. That is no membership, of course, but that does require, a fee. If you're interested in that, you could also go in that direction as well. So just pay attention to what suits you. And hopefully, Intuitive Friends, for those of you who are my members, I will be seeing you tomorrow. It is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that I'll be coming on and focusing on that private reading for those of you who are part of that tier number 2 or tier number 3 sector. Okay. That being said, Intuitive Friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your loyalty, and support. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will also be back tomorrow to do free readings for those of you who are interested. In the meantime, Intuitive Friends, thank you so much. As a reminder, and as always, reminding you that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Take care and have a great one. Bye-bye.